Hey, this is Bill. I am race director of Runs with Scissors. Runs with Scissors right there. By the way, this is the finisher's beanie that you get after you complete it. Decided not to go with shirts because it seems that if you're much of a runner, everybody's got tons of shirts. I thought I'd give you something that was a little more useful. Anyway, I'm going to head out and take you to the course, show you parking, the start-finish aid station area, the restrooms, and kind of what the course is going to be like, so that way you can see how to prepare for the race. So here we go. Henderson Road, which runs along the south side of the park, runs east and west. And I'm approaching from the east, heading west, which is the direction that probably the majority of runners will come from. We're going to make a right turn as you're heading west, or if you're heading the other direction, you'll make a left, obviously. And we're almost there. Here we go. And it is Park Boulevard. Enter the park, and this is what you'll see. Well, you may not see much of it because when you get here, it's going to be fairly dark. If you get here when the timers and my wife and I get here, it will be pitch black. But anyway, come into the park. It's, maybe a couple hundred yards that you're going to go. And the majority of you will probably be parking on the left side of this road. As we approach, there's the slight curve here. And we have... see over here, there's ample parking there, assuming they don't have some other large event, which they normally don't. I'm going to go to the right. There will be some spaces available here. This is actually the start-finish area. So I'm going to come in here and show you what we've got. All right, this is the look from the start. The start line is going to be approximately right across here. Starting right about there. There we go, the magic giant finger. Anyway, so you'll be lined up behind that, heading the direction that I'm facing. You'll cross the start line, and the adventure begins. Oh, by the way, before you do that, let me let you know, this is our aid station. Generally on the right-hand side over here, my wife will be set up. She is the nutrition manager. There's going to be plenty of room over on the other end, the west end, for you to drop personal items. Across the road, we have the first of the restrooms. I will let you know that if you use it when you first get here, you may want to have a flashlight because it is pretty dark in there. However, if you don't have one and you can't find somebody that does, come see myself or my wife. We have a flashlight that you can use. So let's zoom ahead. I'm going to try and skirt some of this slop here. And I'm going to do a quick fast forward. Okay, now this is the road that I came in on a second ago and turned in. You're going to cross that road. Please be careful. There is a trail here. It will be marked with red utility flags. It's a fairly smooth transition here. And you come about, maybe 25 yards, and you'll come to a T-corner. And you will go to the right. And we'll go into high-speed mode again. It's at this point that you'll be approaching the parking lot ahead. And in order for you to avoid having to interact with vehicles, you're going to get to this point where you're just passing these trees, and there will be some red utility markers that will direct you to cut right through this area, which, by the way, there will be plenty of utility markers along the way showing you where the course is. I don't think anybody's going to have any difficulty finding their way. You're going to angle over towards the corner of the parking lot where this post is, set of posts, and then you'll angle right, whereupon you will get to see the first of the on-course restroom facilities. There they are. You're going to go past them. So there's 3 of them. So we're going to go around them. There's a little trail here. Still going past the parking lot. And we'll merge with this other, looks like it might have been a vehicle trail because they do have a gate there for vehicles to come through, but you'll merge on and head on the direction you were. Let's kick it into high speed. Okay, it's at this point that you're going to come to a fork in the road. You are going to want to veer left, follow the red utility markers again. There should be plenty of markers. If you go right, you've gone the wrong way, turn around and go the other direction. This will run on the side. I'm not a huge fan of running on concrete. There's a fair amount of camber on this side in the dirt, so you may want to come over to this other side. It's a little bit flatter, and walk on that. Let's zoom ahead. This is one of the few times that the road goes straight, but you don't want to. You're going to veer left, and you'll see the pond to your left, and then one sort of off angling to the left. You're going to follow this trail. It's where you've got the concrete making a triangle with some grass in the middle. It will be marked again with the utility markers. Come down and cross the bridge. Okay, after crossing the bridge, it will angle to the right. You've got a straight ahead, which you take. Do not go to the left. That'll take you off to a spur that just stops. Follow on this path. At this point, if you're wanting to be on the dirt, probably the left-hand side looks a little bit more even than what we've got on the right. There's another spur off to the right that takes you down to a little fishing spot. A nice rest, but certainly not on the course. So let's move ahead. Okay, for those of you who, as you're approaching the parking lot, those of you who ran the first couple of years, we've changed the course. Rather than going through that gate and making the sharp left, we're going to have you angle off here. Again, it'll be marked. Kind of hard to mark here. We'll probably have markings like right where that post is, and then the same over there. And then you'll join the concrete sidewalk and swing around the rocks, at which point you'll come to the next restroom on the course. And we just barely gotten to mile 1, a little over, and you've already got your second restroom. What a deal. Okay, and then when you get here, you're going to angle left. Oh, this is wonderful. They have smoothed this out. There used to be a huge bump where this path crossed the road. There's now a gradual rise, so that's good. You're going to go to the left. Do not go to the right. Go to the left. And I'm going to have you stay on the left-hand side of the road. The camber on the right is a little bit hard on the knees. Now the caveat to that is, in the afternoon, if it gets dusty and you've got like this clown kicking up dust in your face, you may want to be on the other side of the road because that would have been avoided. So there is an option for switching to the other side of the road before the curve. Just crossing straight over and then staying on this side. Again, it tends to get, because it's lower, the camber's not so great, and it's a little bit sloppy sometimes if they've had any precipitation. If there's not much traffic, feel free to run down the middle of the road. And if you look straight ahead, that is where the start finish is. Let's zoom to that. And here we are back at the start finish. That's 1.31 miles. For those of you doing the half, that's 10 times around, 20 times for the marathon, 24 for the ultra. Yes, it is a little bit long, but not much. You know, I've had a lot of runners that say that running 20 times, 24, 10 times around isn't as bad as they expected it to be. It becomes a social event. If you're a back of the pack like I am, then you don't quite feel so isolated. So that's the course. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. It is dr_Bill, B-I-L-L, _Morton, M-O-R-T-O-N, @yahoo.com. So I forgot to mention that building on the backside, there are shower facilities. So if you're going to be traveling any distance, you're certainly welcome to bring towel, soap, shampoo, washcloth, whatever you need. We aim to please. I forgot to mention, this should be my final PPS. I've had in the past some runners ask if there would be, if they have to go off the course to the shelter to get things from the aid station, and no, you don't. The timing van is right on the side of the road, and right behind that, in the past couple of years, that's where we've set up an awning. We'll have tables there. There will be sport drink. There will be water, some other goodies. So no, you don't have to worry about that. You can just grab and go. Alrighty? Take care and run safe.